and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician for 14 years. Today we are going to talk about the Nebulyft R1 multipolar radio frequency device. I've had so many of you reach out to me about the Nebulyft over the last 2.5 years, and it's finally here. Now, the Nebulyft is made by a company called Rebecca Tech, and they're located in Southern California. And they sent me the device for review here on the channel. Yay! So thank you, Nebulyft. So first we're gonna talk about the device. I'm gonna do an unboxing, show you what comes in the box when you purchase it, head into my real-time demo, and then I will save my thoughts about the device for the end of this video as a closeout. Now I will tell you that I have been using this for a little over a week now, but I'm not going to tell you what I think until the end of the video. All right, so how does the Nebulyft deliver radio frequency? Well, you see these little gold dots right here. So there's 256 gold micro gold radio frequency dots here, and this is where it delivers the radio frequency. Now, in the Nebulyft, you do have 5 levels, which is nice because you have the temperature control, and it does get up to 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 42 degrees Celsius, and you have the control over the temperature of this device by the 5 different levels, which I love. Now, what does radio frequency do for your skin? It helps strengthen the deeper layers of the skin. It firms and tightens the skin. It defines facial contours over time. It also helps with fine lines and wrinkles. So smile lines, lip lines, crow's feet, banding lines on the neck, forehead lines. The radio frequency will help with that. It also helps with your pores, because as we age and our skin starts to lose gravity, we start to notice our pores look larger too. So when your skin gets tightened from using the radio frequency, you'll notice that your pores are minimized. Now, this is a non-invasive treatment and it is portable. So that is a little bit about radio frequency. Now let's get into what comes in what comes in the box with this device. So as you see, here is the device. You have your power button here. And then this is your temperature control. It's recommended that you start out on the level 1, and you can keep pressing this until you reach the level that you desired, okay? Now, this one full cycle before this turns off is 10 minutes, but however, every 2 minutes, the device does vibrate to let you know that it's time to move to the next spot, which I go over in my demo. So here's the device, and if you want to turn it off mid-treatment, you can by simply pressing the side. Now, as you see, there is no USB port here for the device because it comes with a charging pad just like this, and it is USB powered. So what you do is you put the device here on the pad, and you'll have the light up right here and the light right here on the charging pad to make sure that it is charged, and that's how you charge it. All right, so what comes in the box when you get it? So the Nebulyft box, it looks like this. It's very pretty, and it makes for a nice case to store your Nebulyft too. So your Nebulyft device is right here, and then you have 2 conductive gels. We'll open these. I haven't opened these yet because they did send me this is a 200 ml bottle of their conductive gel here, and the conductive gel has some really good ingredients in it, which I will go over. Now, here are what the tubes of the gel looks like right here. Nice thing about this gel is it's very soothing. It's very hydrating, which is important for radio frequency. And you can use it as a hydrating mask after your treatment. Now, the ingredients in here are water. There's lavender extract, so it does have a scent of lavender to it. It's not strong. It's very light, but however, I know there is quite a few people these days who have reactions to lavender. But just so you know, it is not an essential oil. It is an extract. There's panthenol, witch hazel, aloe vera extract, glycerol, polyacrylate. I can't really pronounce some of these names, so I apologize for that. I'm horrible at pronouncing pronouncing. So we have carboner, glycerin, tripeptide 2, phenoxyethanol, and ethylglycerin. So you can look up the ingredients online, but the ingredients are very clean in here and I'm comfortable with using them. I haven't had any reactions on my skin with this and I absolutely love it. Now, this was made specifically for the Nebulyft. Now, however, if it works with microcurrent, I do not know, because usually you have to have some sort of minerals in here. I will test it and get back to you about that. All right, so after you see all this, there is a compartment underneath here and we have some items. So it does come with a quick guide and an instruction manual, which I don't have here, it's in my bathroom. And then your wireless charging, or your charging pad, is right here with the cord. And then you have a little case for it as well, which I'm so happy that they included this, because it seems like now most days when you buy a device, they never include like cases or anything anymore to store it in. So it is a very nice silk pouch that you can store your Nebulyft device in. All right, so that is what comes in the box. And now let's go into my demo and I will close out with you guys and give you my final thoughts on this device. And you want to make sure that you pay attention to this video all the way through, because I have a little announcement at the end. I'll see you. Hi everyone, and welcome to the demo of the Nebulyft R1 radio frequency device. This is a multipolar radio frequency device, delivering radio frequency through these electrodes here on this pad. So this is what the device looks like. I love the way it fits in the hand. It's so comfortable to use. Right here we have the power button, and then we have this button which controls the intensity. Now with this device, it's recommended that you always start out the setting 1 and you can build your way up to the 5th setting. So there's 5 settings on this, and in the areas where your skin is thinner, like your forehead and on your neck, you want to probably go about it at a lower setting because the current is actually pretty strong in here. Now, with all my devices that have an electrical current, I always use a oil-free cleanser. And tonight I cleansed my skin with the Osmosis Purify cleanser. It gave me a really nice cleanse. And we are going to use, the Nebulyft conductive gel. So this is a really lovely conductive gel. It does have a lavender extract in it, so there is a slight scent of lavender in here. It's nothing too strong. I actually really like it, and I haven't had any irritation from it. And I haven't had any irritation from the Nebulyft device. So on my forehead, I am going to be using the setting of 2 because the skin is thinner here. But I've tried a higher setting, and it was actually like, I've tried 4 and it was way too strong for me. I sort of got like a little bit of a headache. And here on my cheeks, I'm going to use the setting of 3. So now I have been using this. This is going to be my 5th time using this. And just so you guys know, I am coming off from testing the Nebulyft. I haven't used any devices such as microcurrent, radio frequency, anything that's going to tighten or lift my skin. The only thing I have used is red LED light therapy, which I haven't used red LED light therapy for the last 3 weeks. And I've used my Skin Buddy to cleanse my skin, once in a while. And then I've used my Venus, and of course I've done facial massage, but that is it. So I will be coming out with my device routine because I am going to be incorporating the Nebulyft into my device routine. I'm going to start incorporating my Myolift Mini for microcurrent. So I will be coming out with a video for that, showing you how I'm going to incorporate these devices, and we'll do like a before and after. So very exciting. So let's get started into this demo. So first off, it's been a little bit since I've cleansed my skin, so I'm just going to take the 70 Wellness Replenish Hydrating Spray and spray my skin. Now you have your quadrants. Your forehead is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. There's 6. Your chin is a separate one. Your upper lip area is a separate one. And this cheek is a separate one. And then you have the neck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it says to work each area for 2 minutes at a time. You can do 2 to 4 minutes or 2 to 5 minutes or 2 to 4 minutes each quadrant. Every 2 minutes, your Nebulyft will vibrate, and that means it's time to move on to the next section. However, you can stay in that area, you know, for another cycle if you'd like. I like to do 2 minutes each cycle. I find that this works really great for my skin, and especially like if you're using this daily, because you can use this daily. And I will tell you that I see instant tightening results after I use this, which I love. And so far, I mean, I have noticed some tightening and some additional tightening in my skin since I've been using this this is my 5th day of using it, and I have been loving it. I think it's a great radio frequency device, especially for those of us who have sensitive skin, where heat really irritates our sensitive skin. This has not irritated my skin, and I have been loving it. So I did put 3 pumps of the gel here. It's clear. And what I like to do is I like to spread it onto my forehead first. And you can use this right down and through this area, but do not use it underneath your eyes or on your eyelids. You do not want to use radio frequency in those areas because the skin is thin and it's susceptible to, you know, fat pad loss. So I turned it on, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to turn it on to a setting of 2 for my forehead. And I'm just going to slowly work it into the skin. I like to take it right here, down in between my eyebrows. And you can put this over your nose too. So you just move it slowly, and you focus on the areas where you have those fine lines and wrinkles and the sagginess or laxicity in the skin. And I can feel this setting, this heat, and it feels very, very light. And of course, you always want to keep the device moving. You never want to sit here in one place with it because it is heat and you can risk burning your skin. So I'll just take it down to these areas here. I love the size of the head. It fits in these areas perfectly. And it's just so easy to use. It's actually really relaxing. And I do like the 2-minute cycle because I just find that, you know, with devices, some of these cycles can be too long. Like for instance, other radio frequency devices, you're here for 4 to 5 minutes on a section, and it just becomes too much and your hands get really tired. So this, I have been loving it for my skin. I'm seeing a difference and I just love it so much. So I did take a before picture and we'll compare them at the end of this video so you guys can see the difference in my skin. So I'm gonna work my forehead here with you so you could see how I'm working it. Okay, so there's the vibration. So I'm gonna take 4 pumps and put it right there and start working my cheek area, avoiding underneath my eye. And here I really like to focus in this area because this is where I have my fine lines and wrinkles. And I really notice, you know, laxicity in the skin. Actually, I'm gonna bump it up to number 3. I like having the control over the intensity like this. It's really, really lovely. It's not just 2 settings, but it's 5 settings, which is so nice. It doesn't have, you know, any other modalities in it. I mean, the one thing that I would love for this to have in it would be red LED light therapy, but that's okay that it doesn't have that. I'm not really in, you know, as you guys know, I'm not a fan of electrical muscle stimulation for the face, and I'm so happy that this doesn't have it. So they do have another device, which is called the N1. It has more electrodes in it. So it's a little bit more powerful than this one, and it is a bit more expensive. I believe the R1 is $4.99 and the N1 is, I believe, like $750 or $799. So as you can see, I'm just slowly working it into the skin. And for me, I like to just work this whole section as one section versus breaking it up. Now, not each cycle, but there is, after 10 minutes, the Nebulyft will shut off. And you notice that I said that there was 6 sections. So after it shuts off, you will have to turn it off to do the last section. So I'm going to take 3 pumps of the gel again, put it over this area. This is a concern for me too, this whole entire area. And it is safe to take over your lips. And just so you guys know, radio frequency does plump up your lips. This is great to work those fine lines and wrinkles. And just remember, when you're using these devices, even though there's 5 settings, doesn't mean that more is always better. Work your way up to find the best setting for you. I know often a lot of us want to see results right away, and we think more is always, better because it's going to be faster. No, more actually can be harmful to your skin, which will resort in, skin damage. And one important note to note with radio frequency is, since it is heat, it can be very dehydrating on the skin. So it's very common for you to notice that your skin is a little bit more dehydrated, is a bit more dehydrated than usual. So you want to make sure that after your treatment, you are using some really lovely hydrating ingredients. And always make sure you're getting your proper water intake and drink 8 ounces of water at least 30 to 45 minutes before your treatment, because these currents and frequencies all work within the hydration levels of your skin too. So it beeps, so I'm going to take 4 pumps and start working on this cheek. And as you can see, like, this treatment goes by pretty fast. They say you could even take it over your nose. So even though not all the electrodes are touching the skin, it has that smart technology in it to sense that it is touching the area. But the main point is you want to make sure all of these are touching your skin. And we know in certain areas it just won't touch. So you guys hear a noise. Little Misha's down here chewing on her toy. So I'm going to do the full routine with you guys. I was thinking about speeding this up, but it can be really helpful for you guys to see how I use the device. I know it makes for a longer video, but you guys love it when I use devices in real time, in case you want to follow along. But with this, you don't really need to follow along, but I know you guys want to see how it works. So after I finish this treatment, I will wipe off the conductive gel and we could take a look at my skin so you can see it. Now the pinkness that I'm experiencing in my skin is actually from touching my skin with the device. It's not from the heat, because as you guys know, my skin is reactive to touch. I'm gonna take 5 pumps for my neck since it is a bigger area. I like to focus a lot here, right underneath my chin, and my jawline, because that's where I notice most of the skin sagging. And when you're using this, you want to make sure you take it right behind your ear too. Makes a huge difference. Just don't do right here to your jaw and stop. Take it under the ear as well and work that whole entire jawline. This is probably a section I would do 2 cycles on, because it is a little larger of an area. And I usually do this entire area for 4 minutes. And radio frequency works within the skin. It's not reaching down into the muscles, so you can take it underneath your chin as far as I am right here. It's not going to affect your thyroid. But, you know, with any device, if you do have a thyroid condition or anything, you know, that you're worried about, dental implants or anything, make sure you check the contraindications to see if it's right for you, and check in with your healthcare provider in case you have any concerns. So I just work this entire area. I haven't noticed anything with it helping with the contours of my face, but it has, you know, I've noticed that my skin has gotten, you know, firmer over the last week when I've been using this. And so far, I have to tell you, okay, so it just shut off, so I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to put it back on the setting of 3, just like that. And I'm going to continue to work this area for another 2 minutes. Now, I have to tell you, I have been loving this. I have been seeing a difference with it tightening my skin additionally. I've been seeing a lot of tightening in my skin from my current skincare routine, which I will be doing a video on soon, as you guys know. But this has really helped tighten my skin up additionally. And I just really love the gentle approach of the radio frequency in this device without it not irritating my rosacea, not causing any additional redness or irritation in the skin. It's just been really lovely. Same with the conductive gel. I really, really like this conductive gel a lot. All right, so I'm going to continue this rest of this cycle, and I will be back in a second to show you what my skin looks like after I take off the conductive gel. So see you in a second. Hi everyone, I'm back. I just rinsed off the conductive gel, and here is my skin. It looks really, really good. As you can tell, it does not look irritated, or, you know, it doesn't look too red. It is pink because my skin is reactive to touch. So if I touch it, it's going to turn red. But overall, in general, like, my skin looks tighter after each treatment that I do. And I notice results right away. So after you use the Nebulyft, you will notice that your skin will look tighter and firmer. And it just gets better and better as you're using it. Now, this is my 5th treatment, and I have noticed that my skin has tightened up and my fine lines and wrinkles look plumper. So overall, I'm very happy with just using this for 5 days. And I look forward to seeing what results I will see in the next 30 days, which I did take a before picture. And I will do a comparison picture from when I first started the treatment up until now, so you guys can see if you see a difference. And I have to tell you, this conductive gel, I absolutely love it for using it with the Nebulyft. I haven't tried it for any of my other devices yet, but it is really lovely. I love that it's a thin consistency and it's really easy to remove. And the lavender extract in here is very, very light. But however, I know there are a few of you that are allergic to lavender or lavender irritates your skin. So I'm sensitive to, lavender myself, but this did not cause me any irritation, and it was a very lovely gel to use with the Nebulyft, unlike some of those other devices that we have out there. So I do really, really love the gel too, and I could see myself repurchasing this for the Nebulyft. All right, guys, so that is it for this demonstration. Oh, one thing is when you're finished with your Nebulyft treatment, all you have to do is wipe your electrodes off with a nice soft cloth to clean them off, and that is it. Okay, all right, so I will see you in a second to close out with this video, and thank you so much. See you soon, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed that demo video. Now, I'm gonna pop up a before and after picture after my treatment here, so you guys can see the difference. Now, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the Nebulyft R1 multipolar radio frequency device. So I've only been using this as a week, and I'm already seeing a difference in my skin. You see instant tightening effects of the skin, which is lovely because most radio frequency devices, you see it the next day. And I have been seeing results right away with this. And I've tested all the levels, and 4 and 5 are actually too strong for me right now. So I do level 1 or 2 on my forehead. I can go up to 3 on my cheeks. I can do 3 around here, three on my cheeks. And then I do 3 on my neck. Now, eventually I will bump it up and test it out. But what I love about this radio frequency device, the Nebulyft, is that 1, I get instant tightening effects, which is so lovely, especially if you have a special event you're going to. 2, it does not irritate or cause any inflammation in my skin, which is huge for me with radio frequency because there is heat involved in this. And with my skin being sensitive and I have rosacea, anything that has intense heat, like some other radio frequency devices out there, will leave my skin very red and inflamed, and sometimes I get blisters around my mouth from it. This is so wonderful. So if you have sensitive skin, I highly recommend the Nebulyft for you. I haven't had any irritation. I have been loving it so far. Also, I know you're going to ask me is if you have hyperpigmentation, can you use the Nebulyft? Now, I'm not so sure about that because any sort of heat induced in the skin can cause those melanocytes to go to that area and attack and cause, darkening of your current hyperpigmentation or dark spots. But I've had some of my, not clients, but of my followers here who have the Nebulyft has said that it hasn't irritated their hyperpigmentation. I would say that you would want to keep the device on the lower heat end, like probably 1 or 2. Now, when you use this, you feel a slight warming sensation, but it doesn't feel hot like some of the radio frequency devices that are out there. And it's very gentle on the skin, very easy to use. Now, they say that you use this daily for up to 10 minutes. Now, each targeted zone, which is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is 2 minutes. But however, you can work the area from 2 to 5 minutes. And remember, it does have a timer to where it will fully shut off in 10 minutes, but every 2 minutes, which would be 2 minutes per section, it will vibrate to let you know to move to the next section. So as a first impression of using it over a week, I have to tell you, I am so in love with it. Now, I do need more time with it, and I am going to be uploading a new device routine, and I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to incorporate this in with my device routine and into my skincare routine. My plan is to continue to use it at least 5 days a week. I really enjoy using this. It's very soothing and comforting. It's not irritating, and it's just really easy to use on the skin, as you've seen in the demo video. So I have been enjoying it. I actually look forward to my treatments because I notice results right after using it. Now, so if you are interested in the Nebulyft and it's been, on your wish list, they are going to have their biggest sale of the year starting on July 10th, and it ends on July 13th. The R1 device is going to be 20% off, and you will get a free, this is not the size, but this is the 200 ml. You will get a free 50 ml conductive gel with your purchase. And then the gel will be priced at 30% off. So that is a wonderful deal, and I'm gonna leave all the information down below. And if you do miss the sale, I do have a 10% off code that I will also list down below. It is not valid on the sale, at least I don't think it is, but it's there for future purchases. Now, I will be using this, for the next 30 days, 5 days a week. I took a before picture so we could take a look at my skin. However, I will be incorporating microcurrent back into my routine, and that video will be out soon because radio frequency, red LED light therapy, and microcurrent are just so beautiful together, and you get the best results for your skin. It's like an instant facelift, okay? Non-invasive facelift. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps my videos when you like them, and I will see you in the next one. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.